Joe. Welcome to a special Coco's Corner, really a Coco Sports, because we have our tag partner Rob. Rob making your return. We made this happen because in our chat room, Franielli said, "You want Rob?" and we got Rob. I am the huge one, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com or KOCOsports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to the cast. And above all, it's where it's okay to be a passionate fan. One thing I do want to go talk about is before I let Rob take the boat here is that we've started a new chat room that's actually in Kocosports.net from spot.im. Maybe I'll do a separate video on it. But we're trying to move all the inventory there, you know, from the YouTubes, from the Twitter, from the Facebook, so that you can all check us out in one giant chat room. Hopefully it goes well. So far we've got 11 person, but we have a lot more to hunt down. I feel like it's the Armageddon thing. Like we're moving the chat all into one place, and we got to try to hunt down people. You know, you remember that scene from Armageddon, the greatest American movie ever made?
Wasn't Armageddon just Bruce Willis getting on a rocket with Ben Affleck?
And that's all you need. All right, let's talk NXT review. Win, loss, or tie? We always ask. This is our weekly review. Rob, you are the guest or host. Special attraction? We'll say special attraction. That sounds most impressive. You are the special attraction. What did you think? Win, loss, or tie? You spell win, W-I-N. Go.
I'm calling it a tie. Yeah, tonight was a tie for me.
This is the big one. All right, go ahead. I was about to have a heart attack. I've never... Wednesdays, do you know it's freaking Wrestle Wednesdays? Wrestle Wednesdays,
yeah.
On an NXT, we never give ties. I give it a win, and you're supposed to be the positive one. I'm supposed to be the negative one. You go on, why?
Sorry, man.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't like what they did with Bayley. I don't like the Bayley heel turn tease type thing. I don't like that at all.
So,
also, I don't like the overall layout of the tournament because basically I feel like they're fucking up by putting Finn Bálor versus Hideo as second tier instead of setting it up to be the final match.
Yeah, that should definitely be the final match. Imagine that on I guess live events. All right, let's break it down. I give it a win. You give it a tie. Let's break it down. First off, it starts with Sami Zayn cutting a very emotional promo and demanding a match with Kevin Owens. William Regal, who's fitting the role perfectly of NXT's general manager, comes out, and they go at it, and at the end of the day, Sami Zayn gets his match, but it will be at TakeOver. A huge grudge match between Sami Zayn and Owens. Anyone who's watched him on the indies, I saw a little bit of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, seen their stuff in Ring of Honor, but they also did this up in Canada, and I didn't get to see their Canadian stuff. How awesome would it be to be a fan? And this is what I love about the indies. So there are some Canadian fans that saw this feud grow from their local event to Ring of Honor to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and then to WWE NXT, and there's a good chance that, you know, Mick Foley says this feud is such money that they might do the same exact feud once they get up to the fucking WWE. It just great to, you know, that's one thing I love about going to indie events. You see an AJ Styles, you see a Christopher Daniels, you see these guys wrestle in front of nobody, and then one day they're walking outside the Tokyo Dome or at WrestleMania. It must be pretty sweet. But I'm actually looking forward to it a lot. Like I said, it doesn't matter where Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens or whatever name they're under. I'm just paying money to see it. I'm like, here's my money. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. What did you think of the promo, and what were your thoughts on the first segment?
I thought the first segment was just aces. Like, there was nothing that could go wrong with that. Okay, well, one slight gripe in that I don't really understand the point of giving Kevin Owens the match against Sami Zayn and also having a match tournament to determine the #1 contender. Well,
I think they're trying to. And this is just I'm defending WWE NXT and wearing, being devil's advocate here. I think it's NXT's been having some great events, and the last event was kind of just, wow, look at these two matches. The whole card wasn't stacked. I think you have. I think they're planning on this NXT having a stacked thing. But my whole thing is, I just think it's too soon. Like, I think they're, the indie fans are like, fuck yeah, it's about time. But I'm pretty sure if you just watch NXT or just watch WWE, you're going to be like, why is this happening right away?
Yeah, there should have been build up.
Yeah,
This would have been a great time to have Steen tear through that solo tournament.
yeah. But I like the tournament. I like the storyline because it's so simple. I don't know why. Pro wrestling with great athletes, and it's so simple, like storyline-wise. It's just like, this is what the fuck it's supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the match, so it should be interesting. Then we start off with Finn Bálor defeating Curtis Axel, NXT Championship, #1 Contenders Tournament, first round. I really like Curtis Axel, but I love Finn Bálor. I was going crazy. I thought it was a really decent match. I thought Curtis Axel did a lot to, help Prince Devitt move to that next level, and him going to the next round was really exciting for me. Overall, I just thought the match was amazing, and it was amazing with two different styles of wrestlers. It's like I have my Prince Devitt style, you have your technical style, Curtis Axel style, and you know what? We're still going to put on one hell of a match. I really enjoyed it. Your thoughts?
I thought it was great, and I love that since Curtis has come down, he's worked against Hideo and already Finn. I think that's great for both parties, because it's getting him that experience against these guys who are just really good in-ring performers, while also getting them that experience against someone who is very good at the WWE style of wrestling, technically.
Yeah, and it is a good matchup because they want to make sure they don't want, and I hate badmouthing this guy because it's really popular badmouth, but they don't want a repeat of Sin Cara. That's what they're worried about. So they're like, hey, it's great that you have your own style, but here in WWE, everyone works exactly the same, so you're going to have to, again, at least know how to blend your style in with that style. And I think Curtis Axel's doing a great job of providing that experience for them at NXT. Plus, the matches are amazing. It's not like it's boring. They're fucking good matches. Right.
But they're doing the same thing with Tyson Kidd, if you notice.
Yeah. Now that I think about it.
They swapped off Curtis and Kidd, and it's a great idea. You gave them the long feud against the guys who are the best tag option. I don't want to say they're good. I fucking hate the Ascension. But they put them in a feud to give them time to just get used to performing in the WWE camera and film environment that's set up at NXT. And then moved them on to performing against these guys. And you can see how they're doing that progression and advancing them through the system really quickly, and that's awesome.
Exactly. We got some live comments here. For some reason, lately YouTube has been kind of effing with our live comments. So if we do miss them, I am sorry. But this is a good time to tell you about Kocosports.net, new live chat room. I'm not missing your comments on purpose. I assure you, me and Rob are very comment-friendly show. It's just we miss your stuff. It's because it's not showing up on YouTube. All right, Lennox Wooderson says, win. NXT is building up to a really good card, and the journey there will be just as interesting. Let's hope the main roster can keep up. You know what? I don't even... I can't even, picture WWE ever being as good as NXT. And I think that's a problem. You know what I mean? It's like... I
can't even picture Raw being as good as SmackDown.
Yeah, you might be right about that. I hope that one day it was, but you know what it reminds me of? It's like, me being a Bucks fan, I wouldn't know what this is like. But it's like being the worst team in the NFL, and then people saying, oh, well, maybe you'll be as successful as the best college team. You're just like, no, that college team could probably kick it. I always wanted to see that. I wish, granted, you're breaking so many effing rules, but I always wish the national champion team of college football faced the worst team in the NFL. I think that would be an interesting game. Of course, you're breaking so many rules.
They should. That should be the shame badge. It's like, listen, guys, you got to go play these kids.
So who won? It would be Ohio State versus the Bucks. If that would be this year's matchup. All right, let's focus on the comments here. I am Mikey. Mike Ashman says Lucha Underground and NXT is so refreshing. Tell me about it. You can count on great pro rest midweek. Looking forward to Impact to cap off mainstream pro rest, which has been a solid week so far. I think this is the best week of pro wrestling I've seen in a real long time, if you're counting all the shows, because I haven't given a show a loss since last week's Raw. And you could ask Rob. I'm a pretty negative, nitpicking motherfucker.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Raw was a huge win for him.
I haven't seen a show that I would consider a loss since last week's Monday Night Raw. So we're almost going on 14 days of good shows. SmackDown was good. NXT is always good. Lucha Underground's always good. I enjoyed Impact. I know some Impact has a lot of extremists, though. Like, I try to be down the middle, but I enjoyed this week's Impact. But yeah, this week has just been absolutely amazing, and Wednesday is by far my favorite night of the week now, because you have Arrow, Flash, Lucha Underground, and fucking NXT, and I'm just like, you know what, Wednesday? I love you. I never loved a day more than I've ever loved you, Wednesday. I mean, is there a
His wife lets him eat spaghetti.
If television was designed for me, it would be Wednesday night. Like, here's Flash, here's Arrow, here's NXT, here's Lucha Underground, and I'm like, dude, thank you, Terry Funk. When I die and go to heaven, that will be my lineup on the television. Does heaven get cable? But that'll be my lineup. You had something to add, Rob?
No.
Okay. And last comment, or no, we'll go one more. Finn Bálor is the next big thing in WWE. No way Triple H can let Vince ruin him. And I agree with that. I don't
think Vince will want him to ruin him. He's white enough.
That awkward silence where it's awkward, but it's true, so you don't know how to respond to it.
Like, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, it's the truth. Like, Kenta?
I feel like Kermit the Frog. I'm just going to take a sip of my tea over here. I am Mikey. Mike Ashman says, Devitt and Curtis put on a dope showcase between two different styles. The technical WWE style versus Puro influence, pure strong style that Prince Devitt brings to the table. Curtis needs to, and we'll never know. We'll never know. That is the ultimate. Dude, what a time to end a comment. Let's see if I can get to this comment without it being crazy. What a crazy time to end the comment. Oh, here it is. Curtis needs to embrace his Mr. Perfect side. Would be dope to emulate more of his father since the E trashed his solo run. Time to be reinvented. And I agree with that. WWE should do some shame matches at WrestleMania. Maybe Zayn versus the U.S. champ. Alright, so there we go. We got some WWE versus NXT matchups. That'd be pretty sweet. Thank you, I am Mikey, Mike Ashman, and Lennox Wooderson for joining our conversation. Alright, we will be back with live comments after this. But right now, let's get to the match that you seem to throw under the bus a little bit. Not under the bus, but the storyline.
It's the storyline.
Yeah. NXT Women's Champion Charlotte defeats Sasha Banks via disqualification. The match was short. I was all set up. I pulled my pants down. I went under the blanket.
Right?
This is gonna be some good women's wrestling. And then 3 seconds later, I'm like, pulling the pants up. I guess that's the end of that. But no, seriously, it's two great women's wrestlers. And even though it was a short match, I don't know if this is right or wrong. When I watch Charlotte and these NXT women wrestle, I just get so fucking angry at WWE. You know what I mean? It's like being a Tampa Bay Rays fan and having a goddamn all-star fucking outfield, yet you have the 3 fucking stooges at the major league level. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. It's such a shitty fucking feeling that Charlotte, Sasha Banks are putting on great fucking contests along with Becky Lynch a little bit. I still want to see more of her to put her on that level, but also Bayley, you know? So you have
blue pants.
And blue pants. And blue pants. I do love me some blue pants.
Don't count out Leva Bates.
Yeah, Leva Bates is amazing. I'm so glad she's over. Hopefully they keep bringing her back. But you have these great women wrestlers, and meanwhile your fucking women's wrestlers are fucking the Bellas. Come on, dude. It's just life's not fair. But the storyline I got really mad is at the end, Charlotte was getting beat up. That's why Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch started beating the hell out of her. And Bayley comes to make the save. They run out, usual WWE standards. Bayley looks at the title and just stares at it, becomes obsessed with it almost. And Charlotte's like, yeah, what the fuck? That's my title. So Charlotte pulls it away. Bayley, I think, did a great job in acting. Gets very angry, hugs her, hug/suplexes her, and people go crazy. And then, Hall of Famer William Regal comes out, Combat Sports Hall of Famer William Regal comes out and says there'll be a fatal four-way for the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver. I really enjoyed this. I didn't see it coming. I enjoyed it. I thought they were going to tease it a little bit. But NXT is not about the short tease, baby. NXT puts out on the first date. They're like, you want fucking Owens, Sami Zayn? Bam, we're putting out on TakeOver. You want Bayley with Charlotte? Bam, we're putting out. NXT is a bunch of whores giving us what we want, and it's such a relief compared to fucking that other show. You are not as excited.
I'm not. No.
The reason why you gave the show a tie, which is, in my opinion, wrong. But hey,
there were 3 reasons why this show got a tie. 3.
Right. Well, let's focus on the women right now.
Okay, the first reason was this one. I think it was fucking bullshit. Bayley's supposed to be the super sweet, super nice one. Not supposed to be doing shit like that.
All right.
It'd be like if Zayn did that to Adrian Neville after he helped him up.
All right, I see what you're saying. I see your point, but you don't think it's moving a storyline along? You don't think it's good? I mean,
I think you could move the story along without going against what seems like the character's core.
All right. Interesting situation. Let's move on. Next, we have, I enjoyed this a lot. I don't know if other people did, but you had Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy defeat the Vaudevillains. The Vaudevillains were spoken so highly of the whole time. It was going to look like a squash match. And last second, Blake and Buddy Murphy do a double T move where one kicks the other one and rolls them up. 1, 2, 3. It's a really short match, but for some reason, there's moments where a storyline hooks you in, and you're like, wow, I felt exactly what they wanted me to feel. And in pro wrestling, that's a home run. I think they hit a home run with this, because I was like, oh, what the fuck? Because my opinion was, oh, the Vaudevillains are just going to get an easy win because they've lost so many in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I think, when pro wrestling is done right, the way they wanted you to feel is exactly how you felt. And that's how I felt with this match and this upset. And the Vaudevillains' facial expressions, being shocked, Blake and Murphy celebrating like 2 rookies who won in a big competition would. The backstage promo, I just bought it all. And I was like, good job, NXT. It was simple, and everything that the creative team at NXT wanted me to feel, I felt in that match. So even though it was short, I thought it got the job done. This is one of those I'm sorry, that's not fair. NXT creative, give yourself a Barry Horowitz, because to me, I really enjoyed this short match / storyline. Your thoughts on the situation?
I loved it. Whenever they first debuted this tag team, I thought they were really cool. Well, as far as I know, first debuted. They may have been around before I was watching, but I liked them whenever I saw them, and I thought they were interesting, and they're one of the actual packaged tag teams in NXT and in the WWE in general. And there just aren't enough of those. And I think it's great that those guys actually didn't just fade into the background and got bumped up.
Yeah, so hopefully, this leads somewhere. I love what the Vaudevillains did, but I also, as a fan of the Vaudevillains, a little worried. Like, all right, that's awesome that you put over this young tag team. It's awesome you put over the new Lucha Dragons. That's awesome, but, eventually, if you keep putting over everybody, and they're teasing a breakup, I would hate to see the Vaudevillains break up. What's your call on that?
I would be okay with it. I don't like the Vaudevillains.
Really? It's just
not into them.
It's gimmicked. It's gimmicked up wrestling at its highest level.
Wait a second. Is this Adam Rose for old people?
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You just figured it out. You hit a home run right there, sir. So that's why you're the best color guy in the business. This is Adam Rose for old people. We're like, yeah, we can relate to this over-the-top gimmick.
I love the circus and the strong men. They were the best.
Give yourself a Barry Horowitz, Rob. You're the best reviewer in the game. No wonder why Fred Neil loves you so much.
Well, what can I say? All zingers all day.
I really enjoyed it. I would hate to see them break up just because I think separately. I don't know. Do they repackage them? What, you know what I mean?
They have to, because their gimmicks are stupid as fuck. Separate.
Yeah, separate. It's like, what the fuck's the point? Like, it's so weird. Like that, we both think the same way. Like when you're together, it's like, ha ha ha, get it, the Vaudevillains. Ha ha ha. They break up. You're like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like they break up in their WWE level booking.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, and then they would have to repackage them, and I don't know, because I mean
maybe that's their call up is they get called up and they break up.
Maybe.
And then they're just two solo acts. As one's a strong man and one's a carnival barker. I don't know.
Know what I think the fucking my appeal to him is the entrance. I'm sorry, dude. Like
I know.
I can't get past how great the fucking entrance is.
But that's all they have.
That's all I need. That's all I need these days.
I love Baron Corbin's entrance, but at least he has a cool finisher.
My whole thing is I think the Vaudevillains are my, what is it called when you're embarrassed of something, but you still love it? Fuck, what's that word?
Moped?
Yeah, moped. They are my moped. I was thinking of a bigger word than that, but I think moped fits our language. Oh, guilty pleasure. That was the word I was thinking about.
Yeah, no, moped sounds way better.
They are my guilty pleasure mopeds. I don't know how anyone else feels about the Vaudevillains. But it's so funny because as soon as it goes to color, I don't give a shit. Like, their entrance, I'm like, yeah, this is so fucking awesome. You know, like, it's your guilty pleasure. And then when, like, the lights come on and the television goes back to color, you're kind of like, all right, this ain't that good.
Yeah, and you're too good.
What's that?
And you're just too good to just admit that the better tag team won.
Oh, I thought storyline-wise, everything, yeah, I enjoyed it. And not only that, but I know it sounds crazy, but dude, Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy, first off, the celebration outside the ring just was so believable. I was
so good.
I just believed it because they were happy, but it wasn't too over the top. Like you felt that pro wrestling was real, and they really won their first match. That's what you felt like.
Yeah, you felt like local competitors came into the big scene, fucking WWE, and won their match against these big guys. By the way, they celebrated. It was great.
And then in the back, I don't know why, it reminded me of 70s, 80s wrestlers' promos. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't good. It was just el natural. It felt like 70s, 80s fucking pro wrestling, didn't it?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I saw that on YouTube, Grandpa. But that's what it felt like. Now the main event. I see Tyler Breeze out there. I love it.
Whoa, don't skip Bull Dempsey's promo, buddy.
Oh, God, I fucking hate Bull Dempsey. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hot tag this one. I'm going to go look at comments. You explain to the crowd how fucking Bull Dempsey isn't a bag of fucking horse shit.
All right, so Bull Dempsey did a promotion to talk shit on Corbin. I don't know why. We all know he's going to get squashed again in the #1 Contenders tournament. Honestly, I'm not sure why he didn't just immediately disappear just like Mojo Rawley after he lost. Hopefully that's where he goes after this loss. So let's all look forward to next Wednesday when we see Bull for the last time, because he's delusional and thinks the whole crowd's going to chant Bull when he's facing Baron Corbin. Because the crowd's not all fucking in love with Baron Corbin.
You know what? And it's not fair. It's not fair, but, you know, like, you ever hate someone and it's not really that person's fault? That's what I feel like Bull Dempsey. And the reason is that because, you know, I'm wearing a Hashimoto shirt. I love Bam Bam Bigelow. I love Samoa Joe. You don't have to look like a model. Even Owens over here, you know, as you can see on his screensaver that Rob made. You don't have to look like a model. As long as you can wrestle, you will have my heart. But with Jim Ross in charge and masturbating to fucking muscles, they passed on a lot of great wrestlers because they looked like shit. Not to JR's masturbation level. You know, if Jim Ross and JR's like, we can't. I mean, Jim Ross and fucking Vince McMahon's like, we can't touch each other to this guy. Don't give him a job. So, like, you know, there have been great wrestlers who look like Bull fucking Dempsey that got passed up because Vince McMahon is a fucking, you know, I don't know, he just loves the muscles too much. And then they're like, oh, you know what? Let's have a fat guy that can wrestle. But, you know, let's get a fat guy who can't fucking wrestle. I just, oh my god, it made me so fucking angry. I just hope, why can't...
I know, that was the chance Martin Marvel could have been in there. That was his window.
Rob, do you think anyone knows who Martin Marvel is besides me and you?
No.
If you know who Martin Marvel is, and you're part of the internet imagery, give yourself a Barry Horowitz, because let me tell you, Rob is going to him every day of his life. All right, let's go to some live comments before the main event. Mike Ashman says, good to see Kenta get some love finally. Hopefully he can stay relevant in the WWE universe. He was borderline getting Yoshitatsu treatment. The NXT Super Show coming up is going to be an instant classic alone, with hopefully these matches being made for sure on the card. Generico versus Steen and Kenta versus Prince Devitt. And we'll talk about that comment in a little bit when we go to the pay-per-view, or we'll mention that topic. You have Charlotte and Sasha. This is from Lennox Wooderson. Lennox Wooderson got 3 in a row. Charlotte and Sasha have great matches, but we need more variety. And I fucking totally slaughtered that word. Forgive me. I'm looking forward to their Fatal 4-Way because it will showcase NXT's best women wrestlers. And I agree.
I agree. We need a lot more variety.
Exactly.
I think a little bit more variety.
Yeah, dude.
Really help with that.
This is why I work on YouTube and not radio. Rumor has it I've been punched in the head one too many times, and as my Japanese doctor explained it to my wife, your husband's brain is like scrambled eggs.
Is there a wide variety of eggs?
Exactly. Lennox Wooderson, you're a jerk. I got feelings, you know? I fucking feelings.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jarhead. I didn't know you guys had feelings now.
I'm retired,
You must be a new model.
All right, calm down. Calm down, Army Dog. I know you've never been punched in your pretty face a day in your life, but... All right,
whoa.
Let's focus. We're getting a little off traffic. We're starting to sound like A-Train on fucking commentary. Did you hear how snappy those guys were getting?
They were hilarious.
Yeah, they were going at it each other. That was pretty funny. Who would you make your women's champion, Charlotte or Sexy Star? That is the toughest question I've ever been asked in my fucking life.
Well, it has to be Charlotte because WWE passed on Sexy Star because she wasn't pretty enough without the mask. Which makes no sense.
Actually, that would be an awesome feud, awesome matches, but I love them both, but I should give it Sexy Star. And not only that, but like, I gave Charlotte my Triforce. We did our Triforce Awards, and I gave Charlotte the Triforce, and I felt so guilty for not giving it to Sexy Star. So you know what? I'm gonna reward her. I know Sexy Star watches all our podcasts.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just Sexy Star sitting in the back? You know, I imagine she's still being sexy wearing the mask, and she's like, "Oh, hold on, guys, we can't go out and party yet. You know, Lucha Underground party guys. I have to sit back and hear the NXT review of these fat guys." I would love to live in a world where that was true. Blake and Murphy seem pretty lame. I hope the Vaudevillains get a rematch. All right, I could see. Ewok for Mendor. I have a feeling. Oh, welcome, Ewok. Ewok, you got to sign up for our chat room, brother. All of yous. I think, did Lennox Wooderson sign up for a chat room? I am Mike.
Yeah.
Net. We have a sport I am. Make it happen. I feel like what's that meme with the girl? No matter how often you talk about Kocosports.net in the chat room, it's not going to happen. No, it's going to happen. Lennox Wooderson, I am Mike Ashman, Ewok from Endor, all members of the Internet Infantry, head over there now. We're trying to combine our YouTube, Google, Facebook, all the Internet Infantry in one spot on Kocosports.net because we have an evil plan. Step 1, get everyone in a chat room. Step 2, we're not really sure. We haven't figured that part out yet. Step 3, billionaire. Don't you want to help Ewok from Endor become a billionaire? All you need to do is go sign up for our chat and tell us what step 2 will be.
Yep, when Dave becomes a billionaire, he will give every member of the Internet Infantry a small percentage of it.
Sure, very small. I have a feeling NXT wrestlers will always fail. Or be alright, let's focus on Ewok's comment, alright? I have a feeling NXT wrestlers will always fail or be made to be punished by the main roster creative. The only one that has made good on the main roster is Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose. Everyone else has been a letdown. Vince, get your house in order. I think that's more of a power struggle. I really do. I think Triple H and Vince's guys, I think that's more of a power struggle, and it's got to suck to be the NXT guys, because they're busting their ass and fucking stealing shows. Let's talk about this main event, shall we? You have Tyler, who I love more than a straight man should, versus Kenta for the NXT Championship #1 Contenders Tournament first round match. This was hard for me to watch.
I can't believe you rooted against Kenta as for Prince.
Hold on, not so fast, my fellow friend. Let me finish. Great match. Absolutely amazing. Love both athletes. But you know I was rooting for fucking Kenta. Are you fucking drunk? Are you crazy? It was one of those things. I was like, yeah, Tyler Breeze. And then he was like, versus Kenta. I was like, I don't fucking know Tyler Breeze. Yeah.
I never even heard of that guy.
You ever been like in a fight with in between two friends, but you don't know that your one friend is gonna fight the other friend, and you're closer with the other friend, so you're at the bar and you're like, hell yeah, Rob, I got your fucking back, and then you see like Boom Boom come around the corner and you're gonna fight Boom Boom, and like, oh, well, I don't know if I really know who Bob is. I was crazy for Kenta. I thought this was probably match of the night, possibly a contender for match of the week. I've really enjoyed the match. I hope Tyler Breeze gets pulled up. Boom Boom had a good idea. When Mizdow and Miz break up, Tyler Breeze be the new Miz tag team partner. You know what I mean? And I thought that would be really interesting. I'm happy Kenta won. I don't think there's enough positive stuff we could say about it. So is there anything positive before we talk about your negative view on it?
I mean, it was Kenta, so it was a great match, obviously.
Yeah. How much did you want to see the go to sleep though? Like,
I did. That's my negative.
All right, go ahead. We both agree this match was awesome. Match of the night. Can we both agree on that?
Yes.
All right. Now you, Mr. Positivity, coming here with your negative bullshit. What are you trying to do? Take over my job? First you steal Frenielli, now my channel.
This is how I get the other ones.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Negativity. Tell me what's up in the hood.
Okay, so the other two negatives were, one was the fact that they set up the tournament in a way that one half of it is actually very uninteresting compared to the other half.
I agree. It was like all the good athletes were on the left and the other fuckers were on the right.
Whoa. You didn't just say Tyson Kidd, Adrian Neville were both bad, did you?
Compared to fucking Prince Pretty, Kenta, fucking, yeah. No,
and Curtis Axel and all that? Wow.
I'm saying, you look at the brackets, all right? You had tonight's matches, those four guys.
I think Tyson Kidd, you're not giving enough credit.
Versus the other four guys on the right, I'm sorry. I'm team left all fucking day, baby. Team left all day.
I'm team everything but the bottom right. Actually, I'm team everything but Bull. Like, you could just cut the Bull out of this and I'm good to go.
Yeah, but
here's my question.
Go ahead.
The only way that I see this working out well for them, because I think they're stupid for a few reasons. One, they didn't set it up so that it would be a main event of Kenta versus Bálor, which that should have been the goal for this. That it would have been an amazing match and really, really smart. But they didn't do that. And then the second thing is they included Corbin in the tournament, which I think was foolish because the only reason Corbin's over is because of the streak and how quick he ends his matches. As soon as you take that from him, the same thing happens that happened to Goldberg. He's not fucking interesting anymore. No one gives a shit.
You know, you're getting pretty good at this negative stuff. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. I might become positive Petey, and you might become negative Nelly. We might have to switch hats.
I'm just saying. This is just
I agree with all your negativity. The biggest part of the negativity is that Kenta and Prince Devitt are going to battle, and it's not in the finals.
Yes, it's a tragedy. And because the reason it really pisses me off is I think feeding Corbin, if you're going to feed him to someone, needs to happen to Bálor or Kenta. I feel like one of them needs to get him, not Neville. And I feel like they're setting it up to Neville's going to get Corbin, and it's going to be Bálor against Neville.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with the undefeated fucking idiot. Fuck him. And how the fuck is it not Kenta versus Prince Devitt in the finals? Granted, it's awesome that we'll probably see that in 2 weeks or next week. I think that's going to be awesome. But at the same time, like, bro, no. You know what I mean? No. Lennox Wooderson, give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Let's welcome him. Hello, Mr. Wooderson. Your name, so I apologize. Bam! He joined the new Internet Infantry chat on Kocosports.net. No pressure, Ewok, one of the original founding members of the Internet Infantry. Ewok, come on. You're supposed to be my homeboy. I'm pay-per-view. One of the original members of the Internet Infantry and this year's pay-per-view profit have not been signed up yet.
Wow, Ewok.
That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. Let's hear what they have to say, bunch of heartbreakers. Please go to Kocosports.net, join our chat. Like I said, we have an evil plan. Step 1, get all the infantry in the chat. Step 2, we haven't figured that part out yet. Step 3, we all become millionaires, okay? We just have to figure out Step 2. Step 1 is getting you all into the chat. Let's see what Ewok is.
Dave, I do just want to say, on the tournament front, the other reason is that I give it a negative is, look at that tournament and just swamp the Kenta Tyler Breeze match with the Bull Corbin match.
Oh, we have
and tell me how much better that tournament becomes. Or even swamp Kenta and the Kenta match with the Adrian Neville Tyson Kidd match, and then you set it up so that you have Adrian Neville against Finn Balor as the lead in, and then you feed Corbin to Kenta. Because Kenta could totally kick out of Corbin's finisher,
and it would make sense for the character.
Yeah, and he's so good as an underdog. Like he's really good at fighting wounded, and he could sell Corbin and put Corbin over while still beating Corbin and being the guy that ended Corbin.
And let me tell you, as a super fan of Prince Devitt and Kenta, going into their next match, round 2. It's not like I'm not pumped up. I'm like, oh my god, which one of my favorites is gonna lose? Where if they were in separate brackets, I'd be like, oh, it's got to be this in the finals. You know what I mean? It's a different feeling. And then when they're in the finals, we're like, holy shit, my 2 favorite wrestlers. You know, but the fact that my 2 favorite wrestlers are in the final 4, it's kind of like, oh, well, one of them's not gonna make the finals, and you know. What the fuck? It's just heartbreaking, you know? I mean, am I being too much of a fan here?
No, because I genuinely think this is one of the worst possible setups they could have done for these 8 men.
And Lennox Wooderson in the Coco Sports chat at Kocosports.net just said, thanks, glad to join. Can't wait for Step 2, LOL. Yeah. We can't wait either. Waiting for Step 2 is the story of my life. Ewok from Endor says, no matter how hard Triple H tries, the almighty brass rings of Vince will be outreached for most NXT wrestlers. I don't wish Vince ill will, but fuck. Vince, step down for the sake of the future of your company. Question! Alright, question from one of the original members, Ewok. Why are WWE putting so much money into NXT only for NXT wrestlers being punished by creative? I think it's there's a power struggle, which we talked about. I think there's a power struggle, like who's going to take off when Vince does step down or dies. There's a power struggle for that. But on top of that, there is, I think Vince McMahon's mindset, or the WWE creative mindset is, we are building these guys up to make Cena look stronger. I really believe that, because you ever notice every indie darling superstar, every great wrestler, has to put Cena over. And then Cena has that little smug look on his face, like, I'm helping your favorites get over by feuding with me. He definitely has that smug look about him. But that's why. I honestly believe WWE, like the higher-ups, the 90-year-old men are like, oh, you like Kevin Steen? We'll bring him in, and then we'll show, because like in documentaries they say this shit all the time, and CM Punk talked about it in his Colt Cabana interview. They believe losing or wrestling their guys is an honor. And really, it's fucking not. Like, think about it. Who's your favorite wrestlers right now? Prince Devitt, Kenta, Owens, Dolph Ziggler.
Ambrose.
My favorites.
Bryan.
Who did you say?
Rollins.
All right, yeah.
Ambrose,
so those
Bryan, Rollins.
But here's the thing.
Roman Reigns.
All right, pump your brakes.
John Cena.
Shut the fuck up. They get the idea. Now hear me out. If it was your personal favorite wrestler, they see it as, wow, your favorite wrestler's going against John Cena. What an honor. I don't see it as that. I see it as, oh, fuck, please stay away. And Ewok has joined the Kocosports.net chat room. Hello. I love you, you fuzzy
Took
man.
long enough.
I love you. You fuzzy.
This is awkward.
I think that's
awkward.
All right, there you go. So you want pay-per-view profit. I am Mikey. No pressure. No pressure. We got 3 people listening live. 2 of them joined the chat.
Yeah. Not gonna say there's one guy that's falling behind here, but
pay-per-view profit. I mean, it would be an honor and a privilege to say, hey, we got a pay-per-view profit in our Kocosports.net chat. That's all I'm saying.
It really would be, because it's not like either of us are gonna win that this year.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. The problem is we get more and more smarter people joining the show, watching the show, and we also get more and more people watching. So the days of the host winning might be behind us.
I don't even know how to win because I always end up giving in and voting at least once with just what I want to see as a fan.
Yeah, and that's what fucks you.
Just like I will never vote for John Cena to win a match just because I don't ever want to see it.
I did. I fucking this week I don't know why. I was greedy. I didn't go with my heart. I went with what I think's gonna happen. But this is why I went with it.
Well, you fools didn't even use the "Will there be a Money in the Bank" cash in as a tiebreaker.
Oh yeah.
Which is just crazy talk.
I should be ashamed of myself and Boom Boom. Me and Boom Boom should be ashamed of each other.
Especially because it's such a good opportunity to have Rollins do it and still let Cena win the match and be all, oh, Cena's the best.
Ewok said, LOL, so much peer pressure. Laugh my ass off. Well, we're trying to get everyone there. We have a goal. We have a mission. We're coming up with secret plans to make Kocosports.net and this YouTube channel amazing. And we need you guys to help us make it amazing. Because if not, it's just me and Rob throwing John Cena jokes at each other all night.
I like John Cena.
All right, I am Mikey. Pay-per-view profit, Mike Ashman says, Sasha needs to leave the 4-way dance with the NXT Women's Championship. Sasha and Becky are just too sweet. I agree, we need more ladies in the NXT Championship chase. All right, so
I disagree. Bayley.
We'll probably do a pay-per-view profits for TakeOver, but
Bayley.
Let's not staple an answer down. Who do you think walks out with the title? Do you think it's Sasha?
I think it's Bailey.
You think it's Bailey?
I think it's Bailey.
I don't know, because you got Charlotte keeping the title, which, you know...
No, I think Bailey's going to do
Charlotte,
something dirty as shit to win.
Charlotte's got to be on her way to WWE. She has everything. She has the...
Oh, which reminds me. That reminds me, though.
In-ring work.
Hold on. You want to shit talk like the Bellas and the WWE Divas wrestling? I just want to point out, though, Charlotte and Natty gave an amazing match on NXT. Same two people were booked by WWE, and the match was god-awful. Maybe the women's wrestling isn't that bad, it's just the booking is fucking awful. Except in the case of Eva Marie, who's legitimately probably the worst wrestler I've seen since The Miz.
The Miz has really improved.
I mean, early Miz.
When he first started, The Miz was horrible. I remember we used to have on our radio podcast, we used to just break down Miz matches, laughing our asses off. But yeah, he's really improved. Let's see. I don't know. I think Sasha Banks. I think Charlotte's on her way up, and I think Sasha and Sasha could feud well with the other two, you know, to replace them. That's just my opinion. But either way, all four is interesting. Becky Lynch, though, seems to be a bit of an underdog, and I wonder if they're going to, like, shock us. But I think it's too early, and I don't think people would care for that shock.
I think Leva Bates is going to surprise enter into the match, so shock us, and Blue Pants takes the belt.
All right. Oh, we got a ton of comments now. All right, here we go. Boop, 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 boop.
Because people saw it said with Rob, and now they're all like, well, shit, let's get in on this.
All right. Also, new commenters, new viewers, check out Kocosports.net. We got a new live chat. We're trying to convince everyone to go over there. Ewok from Endor asks, would you kick Sexy Star out of bed for leaving on her mask while you make sweet love? Dude, I love Sexy Star. Never.
No, I wouldn't.
Star could have a fucking elephant nose when she takes off that mask, and I'm like, no, it's going down tonight. He sent us a picture. Oh, nice. Yeah, that is beautiful. That is naughty and beautiful. Thank you, Ewok. Lennox Wooderson says this match was a huge test for both of these guys. Kenta hasn't gotten enough opportunity to display his arsenal, and Breeze has yet to carry a good match. The combination gave both of them a chance to sink or swim, and they pulled it out tonight. Great main event. Great point, Lennox Wooderson. Well said. Ewok from Endor. Dudes, tell me what to do. What chat? Hangouts? Ewok.
No, you're already on, Ewok.
Yeah, Ewok's already there, but let's answer his question anyway, because someone might have the same answer. All you have to do is go to Kocosports.net. There's a little circle on the left. Click it, sign up with whatever you want, and bam, you're in there. And I'm going to try to be in there as much as I can. There you go. Lennox Wooderson. The final should have been Bálor versus Itami. Will be a great match. I hope the loser still makes special event card. Me too. Lennox Wooderson, I think Vince will be trying to cripple the WWE so that Triple H will have to create it in his own empire from the ruins. I doubt that. I think Vince McMahon's like, I just want to stay here forever. I'm in touch with the kids. Mr. Jason 916, thank you. Cool Batman symbol. TakeOver, the NXT title will be a three-way. Owens, Zayn, Bálor. Bálor will be like Daniel Bryan, win #1 contender, and then win the NXT belt in a three-way.
Wait, hold on. I just came up with the perfect solution to this tournament.
So, and Ewok says, welcome, I'm listening, but doing morning daddy business with my son. So,
no, Dave, listen, think about this.
Ewok little family. Go ahead.
Think about this, okay?
All right.
Bálor, well, for one, Corbin has to smash Neville. I feel like it'd just be great if he just crushed Neville like he was nothing. And then he goes into the main event, right, for the finale. And I feel like the best way to do this is Bálor and Hideo actually fight to a double knockout. And because of that, Regal makes it a triple threat match. That way, when Corbin loses, he doesn't lose anything because he didn't get beat by one person.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'm pretty sure if you read the spoilers, you'll know, but we don't know.
I don't want to read the spoilers. I'd rather make theories up.
Lennox Wooderson asks, who are your final four for the Royal Rumble? All right. I think it has to be two members of the Shield. I think Dean Ambrose and who's the guy who
Roman
kicked
Reigns.
promos? Roman Reigns. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns. I think Dolph Ziggler will be there just to give us hope.
And Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that's a good Final Four, I think.
God, that would be a great Final Four. Can
Yeah.
we just have that as a match?
Yeah. And Mr. Jackson 916, it's getting late, and I think our NXT review is getting longer than NXT, so this might be our last comment. All the guys in NXT, Bálor has look and style from this year's WrestleMania. I think that Finn Bálor will be in the. Oh yeah, we're almost up to an hour, dude. I didn't think it was going to go this long. I think Finn Bálor has the best chance to be in the Royal Rumble.
I agree. Though I want to say honestly, I think they're stupid.
Get it pop. It's in Philadelphia. Go ahead.
They're stupid, to be honest, if they don't just bring in a shit ton of NXT guys. They just make it a 45-man Royal Rumble and just have a fuck ton of NXT guys that are over.
And not only that, but it's in Philadelphia, so it will be a smart.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Texas is stupid. I'm saying every time they root for Cena, they get a WrestleMania. So maybe they are smarter. Mr. Jason 916, Final Four in the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Finn Bálor. Bálor will be the secret entry. All right, cool deal. All right, so please down in the comments, win, loss, or tie. If we missed your comment, we're sorry. The big thing we're pushing today is Kocosports.net, the Internet Infantry chat. Please sign up, join there, and hopefully we can do some stuff. Let's see. Did we get more people to join? Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. You got Ewok, me, Lennox Wooderson, Rob, Corrupt Sitsko, Jason from Facebook, your favorite guy, Martin, Forsaken, Franielli, Marcus, David Cooey. I guarantee he'll never be in the chat. He's the most quiet guy in the world. And Aaron. And, of course, Jerry, who made this happen. So, tank him. Tank him. That's a UFC Irish joke that probably no one understands. But Jerry, who won't watch this show, will laugh his ass off. All right. Win, loss, or tie in the comments. Check out Kocosports.net. Like, comment, subscribe. Rob, this is your moment in the sun. Is there anything you want to say as we wrap this bad boy up?
Everyone, let's just remember how great the first Turkey Mania was, and just look forward to this one coming up. It's always good to see Dave get beat in a squash match by John Cena. I think it's great what John Cena does by feuding with Dave, making Dave feel more relevant to his daughter. But at the end of the day, John Cena's going to end up his son-in-law, and we're going to walk away from this feeling a little bit better about our lives.
All right, so there you have it. There you have it. We are planning on making our blog better. We have a lot of big plans and a lot of ideas, so hopefully, you sign up for the chat room and be a part of the community, and we can help this channel and that blog grow. Ewok, since you asked the question in the chat, we will allow it. Chat has priority these days. What would it take to make Triple H do a Jeff Jarrett and start his own company? Nothing. Nothing.
He would never do it.
McMahon fucking blows the whole roster and then asks for a divorce and then gets a lawyer and forces a divorce and then fucking shoots him in the leg. Then maybe he starts his own company. Dude, he is so golden. I don't think he'll ever leave. I mean, I guarantee if Stephanie McMahon is banging wrestlers in the back, Triple H looks the other way.
He's like, oh, hey, John Cena. Yeah, so you're doing pretty good, huh? Yeah, you're coming to Thanksgiving again? Yeah, Vince invited you? Gonna sit next to Stephanie? Okay. I'll sleep on the couch.
This is the way I see it going in. Because Stephanie McMahon has to be fucking John Cena. Allegedly. This is how I picture it in my head. This is my fan fiction, I guess, / fiction. John Cena is just fucking Stephanie, and she's like, oh yeah. He's like, can you see me now? And she's like, I can't see you. And Triple H's like, what do you mean you can't see me? And he walks in, and he's shocked for like a second, and he's like, what can I do? And then like he tries to get a little pride. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck one of the Bella twins. And then Stephanie's like, go right a goddamn head. I don't give a shit. And then he never starts his own company. That's how I see it going
And
down.
that's a fan fiction written by Kocosports for all of you out there. Enjoy that.
Enjoy that. Too bad. I wish we were as popular as Game Grumps, because then someone could animate that story. We need to get more popular, because that would be awesome, an animation thing.
Yeah. You should get more popular. Why don't you work on that?
The first step of becoming popular and becoming billionaires is going to Kocosports.net and join the chat room. All right. Rob, thank you for being part of the show. I will be doing a Lucha Underground show within the next 24 hours and hopefully catch up. I'm thinking about doing a show just to do the chat room, but that might be a little too cheesy. That might be a little pump the brakes. We'll see how I feel. All right, so like, comment, subscribe. Check out Kocosports.net. Please check out our chat room. Hopefully we can build a community here and on the blog. And thank you so much, live viewers, and those that left comments. You know, I feel a little guilty. Let's check out the comments one more time. They'll probably be like, I fucking hope you all die. All right. Oh, no more live comments. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Rob, thank you. Internet Infantry, thank you. NXT, thank you. And with that, I am over.